I'm back to building the A-frame for Airbnb in Canyon Lake, Texas. And I'm starting by finishing up our rock wool insulation. And I'm really starting to see some amazing changes in the temperature difference. Some other things have changed too since I started the build. So I just wanted to take a time out for a bit. So people that follow my channel are wondering, like, you know, hey, what's going on? My wife's health. But hey, sometimes life happens and I'm pushing through to make this place great because only the best for my guests.
This feels great. I'm loving it.
Alrighty friends, I'm back again at the A-frame and I'm here to finish up some insulation. So I'm now gonna do the peak of the A right now, which is gonna be an undertaking because I'm all here by myself to do all of this and all of that. So let's do it. So here is how I install rock wool. So I have a roof pitch of 1812 and my roof rafters are joined together using ripped 23rd 32nds subfloor OSB as gusset plates, which means that my normal 24-inch on center framing spacing, which in between those rafters measures 22.5, that gets cut down to about 21 3/4 inches. So what I have to do is take that rock wool insulation and trim it down to size using my serrated bread knife. And I carefully place it into the opening there. That way I'm getting all of my insulation benefits with the rock wool. I also am taking into account any blocking that I've installed in between the rafters and cutting out where that blocking would fit behind the insulation as well. All of those things really matter to making your home more energy efficient and getting the full benefit of the rock wool. So I just wanted to take a time out from putting up the insulation just to talk for a bit. So just a couple of things really. I mean, the first thing is that, you know, it's been a minute since I was posting videos on a regular basis. And I'm sure some of the people that follow my channel are wondering, like, you know, hey, what's going on? And, you know, a couple of things that really put it on pause. The first one was my wife's health. So back, what was it now? About 8 months ago. No, about 6 months ago, my wife got a hysterectomy, which, you know, I'm gonna explain this in bro terms because most people that watch my channel are guys. So, you know, she had her uterus removed, which means, you know, the uterus holds the baby when a lady gets pregnant. And the reason for it is because, I mean, she just had like unfortunately too many diseases to count down there in that region, you know, for a lady. One of them was called adenomyosis. And basically, just to put it in like a, you know, guy's terms, it's like if your lady, like your lady's period never stopped, essentially, is how tough it would be. So like, imagine if it just, you know, it just never ever stopped. And because it didn't stop, you know, it can get really sickly and it actually cause cancer. So, you know, that's why, you know, she had to get the hysterectomy, and, you know, major surgery like that is something we didn't really put on the construction schedule. So, you know, that's costly. It takes time, it takes energy, it takes a lot of faith, it takes a lot of effort to get through something like that. And I mean, she's doing way better now, 6 months post-op. I mean, she's up and at 'em. She would have been here today if she, you know, didn't have allergies. But that's really the main thing that's off the channel, you know, because, you know, that also, you know, just put it like, you know, personally, income, it takes a hit with stuff like that, you know, because you're not working as much, and then you got to stop the build. She has to stop working. And so anyway, just had to go back home for a minute and really help her rebuild up the company that we have together outside of this A-frame. And so basically that's what it came down to. And so now we're getting to a point to where the company's getting back to where we needed to be to take care of us and the build, and God's good. So it's, so, you know, he's getting it there. But yeah, so, you know, it's from like a husband perspective, you know, it can be tough. And I'm sure, like, I'm not the only husband that's ever dealt with a wife having the hysterectomy, especially before you have the kids. But, you know, God is good. And one thing my wife and I talked about before we even really started dating, I mean, I think like literally on the first date, was both of our desires to adopt kids. And you know, that's even stronger now. And so basically, before she got the surgery, we just really made the decision of, you know what, when we adopt the kiddos, let's not do, and if you've done this before, you know, that's fine, that's your path. But we just wanted to make our own path and say, let's not go the route of like IVF and all of that to try to get the kiddos. Let's just say, hey, let's not do IVF for some of our kids that have biological children, and then also go the other route of adopting kids. Why don't we just go 100% adoption? Because who's to say that our DNA is so much better than, you know, anybody else's anyway? I think for most kids, they just really need a good structure, a good loving home, a good place to, you know, grow up and be raised in a household that loves them and, you know, has faith. And so we chose that route. So we just want to adopt 100% of our kiddos. So, you know, all that has been playing in the back of my mind as I'm thinking about building this A-frame and then, you know, putting in the insulation, the plumbing, the electrical, and the framing and all this and that. But, you know, I think God's really brought us through it. And here we are in the new year, 2024 is just kicking off. And now I'm looking at it like, okay, it's time to finish this house up, time to get it up, get it open, Lord willing. And then really prepare our field for what's next. And so that's where I've been, not doing videos as often, but, you know, hopefully for where I plan to be, I'll get way, you know, more back onto a regular schedule and finish the house and make it great, because, you know, only the best for my guests, as I always say. And that's really the biggest thing I'm thinking about today is like, well, I haven't been here in a while working on the house, but here we are kicking it off in 2024. So God's good, blessed, and what can I say? But thanks for being patient with me. Thanks for still watching my videos as I went through a little bit of transition there, but let's make it more consistent in 2024. Thanks, y'all.
So installing the rock wool all the way up on this very tall cathedral ceiling, which is all that an A-frame is, right, would be impossible if I had not built my own scaffolding. So this scaffolding actually works for me in two different ways. If I stand it on its side, it measures 6 feet tall, and I have a walk board there so I can physically walk back and forth 10 feet worth of space here, and I'm elevated 6 feet. Now on top of that, what I could do as well is grab my ladder, put it on top of that, and I can get even higher. When I need to reach the peak of the building, what I do is take my scaffolding and I flip it on its other side, which also has a walkboard at the top. Now, when I stand this thing all the way up, now I'm 10 feet off the ground and I'm 6 feet wide at the top, which I can also take my ladder and stand on top of that to get even higher. So this option was a total budget-friendly option when it comes to scaffolding. It's braced in the back, and I also brace it to the floor. Super sturdy.
Okay, Dark, so tell us what you did so far.
What I did so far, as of today, was the biggest thing was moving in the scaffolding. This was outside, and this is what I used to do the siding. And so getting that up, getting it in position, getting it braced was a big deal. Now it's up, so that headache is over. And then after that, I went ahead and just put up more R38 on our exterior roof walls, if you will, here at the A-frame. So yeah, really the next part is just making it all the way to the top, which I'll probably have to move the scaffolding like, I don't know, 3 to 4 times from the position that it is now, because I like to have it braced. Like if I go up to it and shake it, like it ain't going anywhere. That's really it. So finish the installation, the R13 on this exterior wall here, and then R38 up above us on the roof, and hopefully I can knock that out tomorrow, at least this part. And then what's left is just the kitchen area, and then doing the underside of the second floor up here with the remaining R38 that we have. So that's it.
Nice. There goes Superman.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching the video. Thanks for following me on this day in the life journey of a DIY builder building this A-frame here in Canyon Lake, Texas. Thanks so much, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.